Intruder, identify yourself.
Welcome. This is going to be a video on how to use the Golem Witch Wizard strategy. It's a very effective cup hunting strategy, although very expensive and takes a while to build. For anyone who doesn't gem, it's usually an overnight build or very slow progression for cup hunting. Sorry for any elder chat that appears at the top of the screen during any of these videos. Normally you'd want to start with a lure for the heroes in the clan castle, but this player decided that if there were no heroes that they didn't need to lure. As you'll see, there were some clan castle troops, but it didn't pose a problem. Normally your lure will be bring them out into the corner, checking for giant bombs, and then deploying witches, and then deploying wizards on top of those witches. You can actually see a video about it on Godson's channel. He has a pretty funny video about how to lure with witches. After that, you're going to want to clear the outside buildings. This attack was fairly easy for this person because there are very few buildings on that corner. You definitely don't want to deploy your heroes until you've cleared out the outside buildings, because barbarian kings just will not go in if there's any buildings on the outside. The main thing that helps you on this attack, the main attacker, is not any of the Golem Witch Wizards, it's your heroes. Your heroes are the most important thing in your army. The whole goal of the Golem Witch Wizard strategy is to clear a path to get your heroes to go into the core. Out come the witches and the wizards from that clan castle, but it's no problem. So basically, you want to wait on your hero deployment until you're absolutely sure it will go into the core. I've seen people do a 2-minute 50-second attack to get the 2 stars, and they wait over 2 minutes before even deploying their heroes. The main point of this is you have to be patient. That's the thing that's going to help you the most. Your army can handle itself without the heroes for a little while. All that matters is that you get your heroes to go straight into that core and get the town hall. Usually you'll carry 3 golems. You can carry 2. I know some people that carry 2. 3 is customary, and you'll deploy 1 on each of the sides and either 1 in the center or wait for 1 in the center so it'll go to the core with the heroes. I'd recommend carrying at least 3 golems and 4 witches. There's plenty of videos out there of people using Golem Witch Wizard strategy. You can take a look at them. There's like Play Clash of Clans during his push to the top 200. He used it all the time. He does some pretty good attacks, and you can take a look where he uses the 3 golems and deploys them in the 2 on the outside, wait a second, 1 in the center style. As you can see, he used the hole in the core to his advantage. I would say if you find a base in Champions League with a hole inside the walls, it's going to be a trap. Don't deploy there. As you can see, he lures out with his barbarians and archers. That's what you want to bring the heroes to the corner and bring the clan castle to the corner. And then you're going to have your witches and your wizards. He made a little bit of a mistake there and deployed his wizards closer to the archer queen than the witches are, and he lost a couple wizards there. And then the dragons got a hold of a few of them. As you can see, he's going to take his time with the lure. You don't want to just start deploying golems. You can deploy maybe 1 golem to start soaking the damage from the archer queen if the witches aren't doing enough. As you can see, it starts to go bad because the dragon got a hold of his witches, and now he doesn't have enough witches to keep the archer queen at bay, so he had to distract it with a golem. Then you get your wizards, take down the archer queen. As you can see, he's now going for that side, deploys his golem there. Normally you wait to do the center golem, but he used it to save his troops, so he's actually doing center then side instead of side then center. Now he's deployed all 3 of his golems, deploys wizards. What I normally would do is I would deploy some sort of like that to clear out some stuff and make it so you can get your way into the center. You can also freeze multi-target inferno towers if they're going to mess with your wall breakers, if they're overlapping something you want to break. As you can see, now he has a straight shot for his heroes. I would normally save about 4 or 5 wizards to go with the heroes. As you can see, he got 3 to go in there with him, but they're going to be taken out by the multi-target inferno. You're going to have to carry a lot of wall breakers if you're using this against high-level players with high-level walls. As you can see, he freezes the Inferno Tower before it can kill his wall breakers. And then both his heroes end up going for the Town Hall. That's the key thing. That's patience with the heroes. And maybe save a couple troops just in case. Maybe a couple wizards or at least some archers to go with them. Or pick off some extra %. And then get your 2-star. I wish when I was in visiting some of the higher clans that I'd saved some of their replays. I only took a couple pictures. So unfortunately I don't have any to share on that. So basically, to recap this, what you want to do first is you want to get the attention of the clan castle, the barbarian king, and the archer queen. Drag them out with barbarians while using those barbarians and archers that you're using to lure to check for giant bombs. Deploy 3+ witches on one spot to summon all their skeletons. Then deploy wizards on top of that. Deploy 3 golems. You can wait with 1 or 2 of them, depending on what your situation is. Clear out all the outside buildings. Break your way through. Freeze any Inferno Tower or Expo or whatever that needs freezing to help you get to the core. Then wait until both your heroes are going to go for the core. Deploy your heroes, and then use your jumps and rages for your heroes. It's all about getting the heroes to the core. Then other than that, if your heroes are high enough level, they'll get you the 2-star and then the 50%. I've even seen some people get 3 stars with it on maxed out bases. That's basically the fault of the person on defense. They just didn't have a good enough design. And also they were met with a fairly skilled attacker if they're going to get a 3-star. So this takes some practice, but the concept is basically very simple. Clear out everything on the outside after your lure. Break your way towards the core. Make sure that anything you deploy will go for the core. Deploy both your heroes, rages, jumps, freezes, and then you get your 2-star. As with anything, just practice, 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 and you'll get better and better. And eventually you'll be using Golem Witch Wizard like a pro. That's all for now.